The influence of Nollywood movies on teenagers, personally, I think it's a bit negative because some of them, they don't censor them properly. And sometimes, you find out that the message they're sending is just the same thing. That it's not really trying to reiterate the kind of, educational influence you want it to have on the kids. You understand what I mean? I think sometimes that you really sit down and really sort of edit the films before they show it to the public.
The influence of Nollywood films, teenagers these days are going through a lot of hardship and sort of guys hustling in the street to make the industry to go hard. And we think we're even trying in this Nigeria because the industry is moving forward. Then I prefer you have to still go forward in the industry.
The influence Nollywood films have in our teenagers today is, one, some of the films are actually not meant for them.
Now, the influence of Nollywood films on teenagers, we can categorize this under the positive and the negative influence. So when we look at the negative influence, we are trying to see the exposure of these teenagers, kind of pornography films, sedition films, a lot of that. But the positive influence is based on trying them to get the reality of things happening within their environments, both the positive and the negative things, in order to beam themselves and how they can add their own quota efforts to the well-being of the general society. But in whole, we can say the negative influence supersedes the positive influence of Nollywood film on the teenagers. So that's, I guess, is my own way of viewing that aspect.
The influence of these movies, on Nollywood movies, on teenagers is basically, most of them don't concentrate because I have a teenager that stays with me, my wife's cousin, and all she does is watch movies. She should be studying for them. That's what I think the influence is, well, part of what because personally I don't watch them. I don't have time to watch movies actually.
One truth Africans must know is the true entertainment comes from African content. For the best of African pictures, Hits African Screen doesn't like no order. It's the program that starts with the first letter of the alphabet and the program where everything about Nollywood starts. Hits African Screen, all about your number one actors and actresses and their acts. Catch up with them only on Hits African Screen.
You are watching.
You're watching
Hits
Hits
African Screen.